everyone who they talked to me, just felt very authentically New York, like felt like somebody who they found on the street.
Did somebody start it with, I'm walking here?
Every single one of them screamed it. Perfect. And they had a hot dog and a slice of pizza. And they were just like, ah!
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Kris Carr, and we are two filthy casuals.
And we know that getting into a new fandom can be intimidating with all the gatekeepers out there.
It sure can, especially when there's been various versions of a show. It's been on Netflix. It's been on Disney. What do you do? That's why on this podcast, we have a superfan come on, or I talk at Amy and go, please be interested in this with me, please. And that way you can dip your toe into a fandom sans judgment.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm. And today we're talking about Daredevil Born Again, baby, because it's coming back.
So this is the second season.
Yes.
I'm going to be so honest with you.
Please be.
It sounded interesting when we talked about the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't watch it.
There's
hey,
fair.
I don't
you
know
have a lot of stuff to watch. You're much better about movies.
There's so much TV.
I'm really good about watching TV.
And I think people are just making up shows to fuck with me now.
I mean, probably.
Someone the other day was like, oh, I'm going to watch my show tonight. I was like, what are you watching? They're like, Watson on Paramount Plus. I was like, that's not real.
Wasn't that? Wait, no.
Right?
There was Elementary.
Apparently there's another Sherlock Holmes show.
And now there's Young Sherlock, too.
That's Young Sheldon, Kris. Not to embarrass you.
Guy Ritchie has a Young Sherlock, because I thought about that when that happened. I was like, what? Why?
They're just making these up now to piss me off.
That's true. They did have a meeting when they were talking about the potential Warner Brothers Paramount merger. They were like, you know what? Let's also discuss how we can fuck up Amy Newman. Whatever. Rude.
So there's a lot of good TV that I'm missing.
Oh, there's
I know
tons.
that.
There's tons. And also, this is superhero fare, which isn't one of the things that you typically gravitate towards.
I don't dislike.
No.
I don't go out of my way for.
Exactly. You know? You're much more open-minded about most genres than I am, because I usually have pretty hard lines of like, I don't watch slashery things or body horror stuff. Mm-hmm. The horror genre is one where I have a lot of boundaries. Sure. But most other stuff, I'll give it a go.
And I'll give any superhero shit a go.
Yeah.
Again, it was not lack of interest. It was lack of time.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Well, and especially because Daredevil also comes with this kind of baggage, for lack of a better term, of did you watch the Netflix series? Because some of that is canon-ish. So that can get confusing, I think, for your average watcher who, one, didn't, religiously watch that show, or if you're not super familiar with the comics. So I can understand. I do think that Born Again is a very well done Daredevil show. The ending of it, a little rushed, but we've got some really cool stuff in there. The thing we talked about in our last episode about this, you can go back and check that out if you do want that kind of prep on characters from last season. Muse was the villain that we thought would be really highly featured.
That was kind of the serial killer.
Yeah, and that's
vibes.
dealt with like in an episode and a half or so.
Oh,
it's
that's
wrapped
a bummer,
up very quickly.
That sounded so cool.
Yeah, that creature. Wow, that character is very, very cool and messed up. And I was ready for some heckin' violence, which I think, if I'm feeling like it wasn't gory enough, you missed something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So having seen the first season, do you need to have, because this is the same Daredevil. That was just me calibrating my brain. Like, okay.
That was the little beach ball of death going.
Superhero stuff. Yeah, it was just like 404 file not found. I'm like, look again. Look again. Run that search one more time. It's the same Daredevil as the Netflix Daredevil.
Yes.
And that exists in that same universe as like Jessica Jones. Is it Luke Cage?
Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
So those shows all exist. Do those exist in continuity in the same universe as the MCU?
We're still not sure.
Because the Daredevil's in the Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah. We see Matt Murdock hanging out with Spider-Man being his lawyer.
Yeah.
Or Peter Parker's lawyer, I should say. But...
Wait a minute.
Spoiler banjo. There's a little bit of, to be a little apropos because of who Matt Murdock is, there's a little cafeteria Catholicism here, if you will, on what's canon and what's not. By that I mean we're just picking and choosing things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You not heard that phrase?
No.
Oh, yeah. It's when you only pick out certain things from the Bible or text or things like that and go, no, I believe that. That part makes sense to me, but we're going to dismiss this part. And so people call it cafeteria style.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Daredevil is in the MCU,
Yes.
but we're not entirely sure. So we haven't established yet if Jessica Jones or anybody's going to also be in the MCU ever.
This is a great question because we do know that Jessica Jones is in this next season. So we are
but
getting
not
her.
the MCU.
This stuff now that it's on Disney Plus, this is now making her MCU official.
Okay.
So that's what I mean though by we don't know how much of her story on Netflix will be for sure canon.
Okay.
My assumption is most of the things still will be canonically the same.
Doesn't feel like there's a big reason to change it.
We have all the same actors so far reprising their roles. We have most of the backstory still seems to be the same too. Karen and Foggy with Matt all seem to have worked together and been friends and everything. So it feels like most of the things that happened in those shows are carrying over. It's just there was a bunch of contention when the show was coming out of what's canon, what's not, and it still feels like, who's to say?
Right.
It's like when people talk about Star Wars, and they're like, I don't know, it's G canon, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And that's George canon. It's crazy. Yeah. That's the face I make too.
I'm trying.
And I appreciate it.
I want to go on the record and say I really am trying, you guys. To watch the first season of this show, do you need or would it be beneficial to have seen these Netflix shows now having seen it?
The only benefit would be that you would be very much on Matt's side of going, Wilson Fisk is a monster. He is a deplorable person. But they talk about this in the series. He's somebody who's a reformed criminal, et cetera, et cetera. So it would just kind of further your understanding of what's happening to an extent, but you could just jump into this and you would not be out in the dark.
So no real required watching for this show.
Nah.
Beyond
the show.
Probably the first season.
Yeah.
Which,
When you for sure would want to watch the first season going into this next one because it is a absolute continuation. Where we left off is we have, Matt and Wilson Fisk really kind of coming to blows and everything. Matt has decided as Daredevil that he needs to build up this team to help fight Fisk.
Okay.
And so there's this kind of allusion to he's probably going to assemble the Defenders. And that would be Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, or whatever kind of hodgepodge group he wants to do. We already know that Karen is coming back into the fold after being pretty MIA this last season. We just had bits and pieces of her. The other really big thing is we learned that Wilson Fisk's wife, Vanessa, had something to do with the death of Foggy Nelson. This is the big mystery. And what I think is going to happen is in the comic books, back in, I believe, 2006, an Ed Brubaker comic, Daredevil 88, we learned that Foggy Nelson faked his death.
Oh.
And that in that storyline, it was Vanessa who helped facilitate that faking of the death to get back at Matt and Wilson. Now, I don't know if they'll go into that because we have established in this show that Vanessa is a villain. And that's usually what Marvel does too, is hey, let's take a concept from the actual comics, but let's spin it around a little bit so even the people who are just diehard comic book readers still watch this and go, oh, that's different. That's a surprise. They usually do some kind of little twist to it.
Okay.
So I'm thinking season 2, we're going to learn more about that death of Foggy Nelson storyline. The comic in particular that I'm referencing is The Secret Life of Foggy Nelson. And I feel like we're going to, at the very least, have a bunch of flashbacks to the case he was working, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm pretty sure the big reveal is going to be that he's not really dead.
Okay.
But on top of that, we'll have Jessica Jones coming into the mix because we've already had some clips in the trailers showing Kristen Ritter coming back to the role.
Nice.
Which is going to be very fun. I hope we get Luke Cage.
I was going to say, any word on him?
So far, as of this recording.
I'm asking for a friend.
Oh my gosh. What an excellent actor and stunning man.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Mike Coulter. Ooh.
Congrats on your everything.
Yeah. Good for you, man. Head to toe voice. Woo. Wonderful.
Come on now.
Wonderful.
Great casting, too.
Such good casting. And genuinely, the chemistry between him and Kristen Ritter,
Fantastic.
I thought was phenomenal. Because when she was cast as Jessica Jones, I was like, I don't know if I buy it. I don't know. I was a big fan of Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. And I was like, I don't know if she's a Jessica Jones. Boy, howdy, did she crush that role.
No, they're both great.
They're so good, and you just believe them together, too. But supposedly, he has not gotten a call from Marvel. I'm pretty sure he would come back. The one that I feel is the least likely to come back is Finn Jones, who played the Iron Fist character, because that show just did not do well.
Yeah, I don't know that I even know what this is, to be totally honest.
It was really poorly done. And honestly, Finn Jones was set up, in my opinion, to fail. They did not have time to do fight choreography. Iron Fist is supposed to be a next level martial arts expert. Like that, his superpower is this like martial arts style with the Iron Fist and everything. And they had almost no time on their fight choreography.
Dang.
And it was such a rushed show, and I think he gets all the blame for it. And I mean, you know this as an actor. So often things are out of our control when it comes to the final performance, particularly in film and television.
Yeah.
You know, being on stage, you have ownership because you're in that moment and you can control to an extent what's happening, right?
Yeah.
TV and film,
That edit can really screw you.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't understand that, I mean, look at how people react to reality television shows they're on. And they go, that is not what happened. This was cut down in a crazy way. That happens all the time with TV and film plots, too, where you don't know which take they're using. They might alter your stuff. ADR might end up being used to kind of shift plot points.
Well, and in addition to, you know, you are ultimately trying to serve the director's vision.
Yep.
So if there's a performance that isn't really working, it's like at some point a director did go, yep, that's good.
Yep.
And move on.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah. Not to shift blame. I mean, there are bad actors out there.
Oh, for
but
sure.
there is also,
Of
yeah,
course.
absolutely a lot that can go wrong.
Yeah.
That is out of your hands as a performer.
Yeah, he's probably the one that I'm guessing isn't going to come back.
Sure. But it seems like we're sort of living in that this all happened in this universe, but we're going to be writing in such a way that nothing from those Netflix shows is.
Probably not going to be front and center storyline-wise. The fun thing is now they don't have to do things like the situation in New York, the thing that happened with that green guy. Because that's what Netflix did a lot of, was alluding to the events of the Avengers, but not outright saying.
Because they didn't have the rights to be
I
in
think
the
it was like a
same-
messy thing of this is not part of the MCU.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's nice to have them all on the same page and in the same universe, because I think that is some of the stuff that gets too confusing again for people who don't religiously watch these shows, is so it's kind of the Batman issue we've talked about of like, which Batman is going to be the real one? What's happening when you have multiple universes? When everyone exists in the same universe, it makes a little bit more sense.
Sure. Is there any word or speculation yet, since we are all now canonically within the MCU, if these characters or if this stuff's gonna start popping up in the upcoming Marvel films?
Ooh, well, I believe we have a couple characters who are slotted to show up in Secret Wars.
Who the fuck isn't?
Let me double check. That's true. I mean, Sharegate, come on.
Oh my God, the chairs.
The chairs.
Were any of them on those chairs?
I don't think
I mean, I guess we already do have Matt Murdock in the MCU, in these films, but...
As of early 2026, Charlie Cox has stated he is not involved in Avengers Doomsday as Daredevil, confirming his name was absent from the official cast roster. A lot of people, though, are still...
were the chairs for Doomsday?
Yes.
What? Okay. So we have... Okay, so Secret... What's happening? What's happening in the MCU? I'm going to be so honest, I'm a little lost.
No worries. The next film that is up is Doomsday.
Okay.
And that is where we are going to have Downey's Victor Von Doom show up.
Still don't like that.
Yeah, I'm still
ready
not
to be proven
totally
wrong,
sold.
but what? Why?
So Doomsday, and this is the official synopsis. Victor Von Doom navigates a collapsing multiverse using incursions to destroy universes and merging remnants into a single world under his rule. So all of these various multiverses, the kind of Council of Kang situation that started to get established, but then there was all the drama there with Jonathan Majors. All of the multiverses and all of the various timelines are theoretically going to be siphoned down into one thing.
You'd think that would make it easier, and yet I have a sneaking suspicion.
It's going to be confusing.
It's going to be more confusing. Okay, were the chairs for Doomsday or Secret Wars?
That was for Doomsday.
Okay, so we're getting like a bunch of people back, but probably not, at least as far as we know, these shows will not be any kind of required watching for things that are going to come up in Doomsday.
Should it not be? And that's supposedly one of the things that Marvel has been working on, of it shouldn't be homework, because that is one of the complaints that has happened.
Yeah.
Now, people are speculating that Charlie Cox will make an appearance in Secret Wars, but with a minor role potentially.
So Secret Wars is after Doomsday.
That's afterwards, yeah. So a lot of people are just saying he's probably going to be in that one. But we'll see. Because this is the other complicated thing with a lot of these is Secret Wars, there's two different versions of this comic as well. Mm-hmm. There's one that happened in the 80s. There's one that happened more recently. So it's also kind of which Secret Wars are we taking from? And again, the movies are different than the comics. So are we going to change some big plot points to feature maybe some characters who are a bit more beloved in the film universe than, say, their comic counterpoint? Maybe somebody who's been recently added to that kind of potential Avengers lunchbox is going to take a role that somebody else has. Other things that get a little confusing is, like Miles Morales is in Secret Wars. We don't have that established in the MCU. So there's some things like that of maybe that'll go to a different character, maybe that'll get streamlined, maybe we'll have some more of the kind of TV heroes pop up here and there. Who's to say? What I want to press upon you is Daredevil should be something that you can watch as a insular kind of thing.
Good, because I like that. I'm not trying to shit on this. I know it can be exciting, especially if you're a comic fan. My personal feelings about some of this is that the MCU is trying too quickly to get another Endgame.
That's how I feel.
That they're trying to recapture the magic of something they spent fully a decade plus working towards, and that's why it worked.
Yeah.
And it feels like they're trying to keep hitting those highs without doing all the groundwork.
Absolutely.
Because Thunderbolts was good. Mm-hmm. Fantastic Four was good. I was like, I would really be thrilled to just get more smaller, more insular stories with those characters. So it sounds like maybe I should be leaning more into this TV universe. Yeah.
I think in particular, the Netflix one, you really would have meshed well with, because there was a great focus on Matt Murdock is a lawyer. Like, they're also trying to do things legally. And there's a little bit of that here, too, in Born Again, where you see him trying to work the system. You see him, there's a great kind of like bottle episode that's a hostage situation in a bank that is really, really well done. Mm-hmm. And that has a connection to the Ms. Marvel movie.
Oh, okay.
Really, really fun stuff. And it's cool to have a hero who he sometimes forgets that his true secret power is that no one knows who he is. And he also has this great legal mind. Like there's moments of, oh yeah, I don't have to just like punch my way through something. I could actually like litigate.
Sure.
I could actually help someone by my own like skill set that is completely legal and above board to do. There's some great stuff with him being like a public attorney in Born Again that I think you would really, really mesh with.
Okay.
It's just very, very well done. And I think that's one of the things that most people have missed with Marvel is boots on the ground human stories.
Yeah.
And when we get too intergalactic or too focused on the powers, it gets muddy. And to your point too, we haven't had a really great let's build up and assemble these folks. This is something that Winston and I have talked about a whole bunch on the Harloff show, is it doesn't feel like this is an earned crescendo.
Right. Yes, that's a great way to put it.
And right now it feels more like I'm getting ready to do a triathlon that I agreed to do against my will.
Yeah.
No, the turkey trot will be fun. I'd rather stay at home.
I'm so blessed I'm not in a family that runs.
Oh, me too.
I'm so blessed.
Only from danger. Why am I running?
I literally said that to someone the other day. I was like, if you see me running, I want to be so clear that you should also be running.
Yeah.
Because if you see me running, there's something behind me.
Yeah, there's a horde coming.
Or something in front of me.
Ooh, David Harbour. Wait! But I do think this is one that would appeal to you because it is so focused on the person behind the mask.
Sure.
And there's some also kind of like Batman similarities here too, in that there is the idea sometimes of, can I truly separate myself from this? Can I get out of my own way? Am I fighting actual criminals, or am I fighting my own demons? And because he's a strongly Catholic character, and we don't get too much into faith in this first season, that's one of the things I really enjoy about the Daredevil character, honestly. We talked about this in our last episode too. His Catholic guilt is one of my favorite aspects of him, of really struggling with, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing something that is truly righteous and good? Or am I using this as a crutch for all of the evil that's inside of me? And he has a great conversation with John Bernthal, who plays Punisher in the first season, that is incredible. Also, some really great Punisher stuff too, just regarding like how, not cops necessarily, but how, people who I think would probably align with like ICE. Love to use the Punisher logo in real life.
Yeah.
And they touch on that in season 1 in such a great way, of him being like, you're all embarrassing. I would want nothing to do with any of you.
Lit.
And it's just so good. It's really, really well done.
Good.
Beautiful acting.
So this does sound more, because, between the trying to build too much too fast, and I do feel like Marvel, and I think, even something like Thunderbolts, I liked because it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need, if every story is a galaxy destroying threat, I kind of stop caring about what happens to the galaxy. Well, if the stakes are that high every time, it gets hard to care. Not to mention, personally, all the multiverse stuff, I'm over it.
Oh, I think everyone is. Well, and friend of the show, Mia Topalian, put this so well of, I can only watch New York get destroyed so many times.
Yeah.
And if that is what's constantly happening, you even see this in the shows themselves. I mean, at the end of, and I know a lot of people didn't love it, but the end of, why am I blanking on the name now? The one with all the Celestials.
Oh, the Eternals?
The Eternals, thank you. Hey! At the end of the Eternals, we have this huge god, this celestial pop up in the sky that everyone's like, oh, hey. And then we kind of never talk about it again. Like, it feels like the characters, the human characters within the Marvel Universe are also now desensitized to global events.
If this exists in a post-2020 world, the snap, I get it. I mean, we live in a world now where it does just feel like every news story is just like, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Did you see that post on Friday the 13th of 2020, March 13th? Was the last normal day.
Wow.
Because that's when it was declared a national emergency, at least here.
Yep.
But I was like, wow, 6 years exactly, the same Friday the 13th. Maybe the simulation is going to end. I don't know. Are we all dead? Who's to say?
Well.
I know I'm usually pretty bright and cheery on this podcast, but boy howdy, that one really just screwed me up. I was like,
scrambled your egg a little?
Yeah. It was a nice pull-in shot of, wait a second.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. But hey, there's a lot of TV to watch in this timeline. Okay, I feel like last time we talked about TV, I was like, no, it's great because there's a couple shows coming out week to week and I can definitely keep up with those.
And already, no?
I have not watched a single episode of any of those shows since we had that conversation.
That's okay. I'm still catching up on the Oscar movies.
I had to watch all the Oscar movies.
See?
I had to watch Train Dreams. We discussed this on the Patreon. Yeah. I'm sorry, Train Dreams. You were really good. I cried so hard. I really like Train Dreams, guys. Go watch it. It's boring, but it's so good.
You can check that out over on patreon.com/2forthecasualspod.
I cried so hard.
Amy has a really good quote to get you into that movie that I laughed at very hard. So go check that out.
I really do recommend it, though.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But do I recommend more of Scrubs? I don't know. I didn't keep up.
I might be an episode behind now on that. It's a lot of TV.
It's a lot of TV. Everyone keeps yelling at me to watch The Pitt.
Oh, it is really good.
People get really mad when you say you don't watch The Pitt.
Really? That seems like an odd thing to be mad about.
You don't watch The Pitt? It's so good. It's so good.
It is good.
There needs to do, but it's a medical drama, but it's a drama. It's a human drama first.
I think this is my own, like...
I know. I'm going to watch the Pitt. I'm going to watch the fucking Pitt. I'm going to watch the fucking Pitt. Stop yelling at me.
My inside baseball thing is I think so many people here are like, you have to watch it because it's a procedural that shoots in Los Angeles and you all better support it so we all keep getting jobs, you sons of bitches.
I do already know someone who's been on the Pitt.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Seems like a great show to be on.
I like the way that lady says Baby Jane Doe. I do know that. I'm online.
It's fun. Yeah. I like her. No, Wiley. He's great. Wonderful stuff.
I don't know.
But there's a lot of TV to catch up on, so I completely understand. Listen, we share a brain cell. We don't have to see everything because one of us will see the other, and somehow we'll have a hive mind moment and go, sure, I know what that is.
I do like the Pitt. You take the Pitt.
Okay.
I'll take...
What's something I won't like?
I'll take the horror movies.
Oh, well, yeah. I do like when you give me the beat by beat of a horror movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I watched The Substance without having to be grossed out.
Yeah. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll split custody of film and television.
Perfect. I think that works out great.
Because we really only prefaced the first season, right? We did our lead-in discussion.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
Overall?
Good. I did. I liked it a lot. There's some moments. My biggest issue with season 1 was sometimes there was unnecessary CGI that was just like, I don't need to see Daredevil doing parkour on a building, especially if it's going to take me out because I'm like, oh, that's some CGI.
Yeah.
Cool. I need him to just like jump off of a barrel somewhere in a warehouse and be like, hey, I'm here. What's up? And then do some fighting. That's it.
Plenty.
That's it.
Plenty.
When you do CGI with him, I'm just like, why? Because I know it's Disney. I know Disney has money. The TV shows, when they use CGI, it always just looks pretty dog shit. I understand that it's not a movie budget, but you guys just like do something practical. It's so weird when you see somebody like almost running like an animal and then doing a flip. Where it's like, you can just have a stuntman.
That was a big issue of mine, totally different, but the Frankenstein film. Some of those scenes, I was just like, why does this look like a video game cutscene? Some of this movie is so beautiful, and some of this movie legitimately looks like a video game cutscene.
I don't understand it. Well, again, tangential, but this is one of the reasons why One Piece, which does utilize CGI and everything, they also utilize so many practical effects that even though you are in this weird, wacky world that could get away with doing some like ridiculous CGI, and they do, like this latest season, there's dinosaurs that are very stylized and very much look like the anime. But when they're on the boat, it's just paper with like glitter in the windows. And they like move it so it looks like the ocean.
I love that.
And you're completely bought into it. Do more practical things.
I love a good practical effect.
I think it's wonderful. Your actors are immersed in their world then because they're not acting against tennis balls and green screens.
Yeah.
Your audience feels more connected, I think, too, because we like real shit.
It's sort of the technical version of the if everything's just like, boom, boom, we're destroying the galaxy. If everything's, I know you're talking to a fucking tennis ball and nothing feels grounded in reality.
Yeah.
It's just a little harder to click into stuff.
Exactly. We know when you shoot on the volume. We know. When you shoot on a set.
We're on to you.
Yeah. And that is one of the things I liked in Daredevil 2 is it did feel like we were in New York.
Cool.
It felt like, I know everyone always says that of like the city being another character in the show, but it should.
Yeah.
And it's very much the same as when Batman is in Gotham. Gotham should feel like another character. Daredevil should feel very intrinsically tied to New York.
Sure.
Something that some people didn't love, but I thought worked really well, there were these little like interview snippets with this vlogger, I believe. And everyone who they talked to me, just felt very authentically New York, like felt like somebody who they found on the street.
Did somebody start it with, I'm walking here?
Every single one of them screamed it. Perfect. And they had a hot dog and a slice of pizza. And they were just like, ah! Yeah. But it's stuff like that, though, that just made it feel very lived in. And again, even though it's a comic book story, it should have these nice grounded moments to it.
Well, because if I don't care about the stakes of what's happening and I don't care about the people it's happening to, I don't care that they have superpowers.
Yeah.
I don't care that they're fighting a villain. That really is just what it comes down to for me when I say I'm not into superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
I like a human moment.
Yeah. Well, and this one, yes, we're doing some punching and kicking. Yes, Matt Murdock is utilizing his superpowers of like the enhanced ability to hear. He can visualize stuff around him despite being blind. It's so much more about political machinations. And on top of that, then seeing what people are willing or not willing to do. Who's willing to get their hands dirty, who regrets being, part of any kind of nefarious criminal syndicate, who is willing to sell their soul, who's not. It's really interesting. Nice. And that makes you get invested in it. And of course, yeah, things are going to come to blows. You are going to have to punch that guy at some point and have a nice little fisticuffs moment.
Sure.
But it's all that kind of New York political campaigning that gets really interesting to me.
Right. Yeah. Should I watch this or The Pitt first?
I mean, I feel like the Pitt people are going to be so mean.
They're coming for me.
Yeah, maybe the Pitt.
I fear for my family.
I will say Daredevil will be more fun than the Pitt. So it just kind of depends on your mood. But the Pitt is so well done. It is a really, really great show. It's up to you, buddy. I won't yell at you if you still don't watch Daredevil.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It sounds good.
It's a fun time.
It sounds solid.
Yeah.
I do like Jessica Jones, so that feels like I really liked that show when it was on Netflix.
Loved Jessica Jones.
So that feels like a good carrot for me.
Yeah, just getting up to that season 2 so you can see her again.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Honestly, of the Marvel stuff, what I would recommend for you first is Wonder Man. I feel like you'd really, really vibe with that. But yeah, Daredevil's a fun time.
I feel like I heard no one talking about Wonder Man.
Oh, man.
And then occasionally someone would be like, it's really good.
It's so good.
It's not buzzy.
I think when it came out, people were really excited about it.
Yeah.
But they did that whole drop because it's like 30-minute episodes, which did work. This was a fun, bingeable show because there's another bottle episode in this one. And if you kind of stop there, it's a little weird. But if they had maybe done like 2 episodes, I think maybe people would have kept talking about it longer.
Interesting.
It's really well done. It's super, super
I just
fun.
didn't hear a lot of people. Like, it was a bit of a, wait, what? There's more Marvel TV?
Yeah.
What is that?
Much in the same way that Thunderbolts is that kind of like Marvel's A24 movie. Wonder Man feels like they're kind of A24 show. And again, the whole focus basically is the human story. He happens to have powers.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And it's very inside baseball about the entertainment industry, but in a very fun way that doesn't make us a joke or a punching bag. It's pretty honest and really well done. There's a whole section on self-taping that is, it's a little too real.
Christ almighty.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
Yay.
Some good Marvel stuff, and hopefully these kinds of things will lead to people getting excited about the movies coming back. Because, listen, even if it's a movie I'm not excited about, even if it's a genre I don't enjoy, I want movies to succeed in theaters.
Oh, please.
I really, really do. And I loved how people got so pumped about these Marvel movies. I loved that they were events, that I could be in a theater with people and we all were cheering at the same time.
Absolutely.
I miss that. So I hope...
No, not being a huge... Sorry, finish your thought.
I was just saying, I hope that we do earn the crescendo. And I hope stuff like this does get us all excited.
I like the Marvel movies. I'm still working my way through watching all of them. Slowly but surely. I got through like Ant-Man. I'm trying to go chronologically on the ones I've missed.
Yeah.
But it was still really fun to go see, was it Endgame and the one before Endgame?
Infinity War,
which, did I ever tell this story on the podcast? I went in not knowing a ton, including not knowing it was a 2-parter. So the credits rolled and I was fully like, they killed so many. What the fuck is that? Like, I looked at Eric and I was like, what? And he was like, well, they'll come back in part 2. And I was like, oh, okay. I was fully sitting there, like, just like staring at Eric, like, what the fuck? Is this how this is supposed to happen? I was baffled. I was shook. But it was really fun.
Man.
It was really exciting.
That movie had such stakes.
Yeah.
Like, and I understand, like, people don't have to die for me to be invested in a movie or anything.
Right.
But Jesus Christ, just that moment of, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
That was where I was
me.
like, what the fuck is happening?
We're killing this child? What?
But they earned it.
Yeah.
They earned it. And I like Marvel. I'm not rooting for Marvel to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer these movies are good.
Absolutely.
I would prefer these TV shows are good. If I talk about complaints, it's not, or talk about not vibing with all of this, I do it with no joy.
Yeah.
But
this podcast probably wouldn't work if you were like, fuck those comic book movies, Kris. I hate them. Your taste is in your mouth. Meh.
But well, good. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited for me too.
When does Daredevil drop? Season 2?
This is coming out March 24th.
All of it?
Let me double check. Daredevil release date.
Look at her go.
Well, that's last year. March 24th, 2026.
Okay.
All righty.
So
almost a full year since season 1 happened.
lovely.
And then how are we dropping these episodes? Release schedule.
Mm.
If I could type, that'd be really cool. Okay. Season 2 premiere on Disney Plus, March 24th, following a weekly release schedule. The season is expected to run through May 13th with 8 episodes.
Well, there you go. I like that.
All right.
Can't wait to watch the first one and never. I'm gonna finish DTF St. Louis.
I still need to start that one.
I watched one episode, then I just got really busy.
That's okay. I opted for Rooster over DTF. The Steve Carell one.
Yes.
It was like, I've got time for one show tonight. What should I do?
How is it?
So fun.
Okay.
Really, really great. Steve Carell. What a gem.
Absolutely.
What a little gem.
Boy, howdy, there are 800 good shows. An embarrassment of riches. And then I'm also sitting here just like, man, I never watched The Wire. Like, I know.
Same. I watched some of Orange is the New Black, and whenever people reference it, I'm like, yeah, I watched like the first 3 episodes.
I got several seasons in.
Yeah.
But did not finish it.
So many of
I was
us.
really into that show for a while. Yeah. I wanted to go to prison so bad. I don't think I understood it properly.
They made it seem so fun.
They didn't. They did not.
But,
well, I hope y'all enjoy it.
yeah.
Happy Marvel to all who celebrate.
Absolutely. Let us know if you are excited about season 2, how you're feeling about the Foggy situation. Am I right? Is he not really dead? Or is he super dead?
I keep calling him Froggy.
That's fine. That's fine.
It feels like more of a name to me.
Then Foggy? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let us know your thoughts. You can always check this out over on YouTube. If you are already watching on YouTube, you can check this out wherever you get your podcasts.
And please make sure to, wherever you are consuming your media, to like, subscribe, rate, and review. Pass it along to a friend.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. And if you want to support the podcast even more, head on over to patreon.com/twofilthycasualspod. You can become a filthiest casual for the price of a cup of coffee and get some bonus episodes. We're doing our Oscar wrap up.
Yeah. That's
having
over on
actually seen it. So that was fun. And I discover that Bill Pullman,
alive and well.
I don't know where I got my facts there. Bill Pullman came on stage at the Oscars and I was like, I need to Google something real fast.
Wait, you have to tell them what his son's name is.
Lil Pullman?
Dead. Not Bill Pullman, me.
Not Bill Pullman. Who am I thinking of? And it's not Bill Paxton.
No.
Because I thought Bill Pullman died within the last year or 2.
So let us know that.
Let us know who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. And until next time.
Yeah, I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Kris Carr.
And if you followed this fandom, you'd be home by now.